Ah, Rome, the city of fountains, romance, and of course,
Gladiators!
these men and sometimes women were revered in Roman society, the original celebrities. For generations, gladiators have fascinated historians and Hollywood alike. But how did the gladiator games originate? And what was their actual purpose? Well, let's find out. Hey guys! Today we'll be diving into the world of the Romans, an ancient human society known for democracy, conquering Europe, and its famous gladiator battles. Hey, the Glad Ball game is on!
Why bother? We know the Martians are gonna win.
I think you'll find what I have is a bit more interesting than the Glad Ball game. Anyway, socially, Roman society was divided into classes. The patrician class were the richest of them all. The plebeians were the working class. And the slaves, often conquered people destined for a life of servitude. The people at the bottom were the ones that built buildings, fought in wars, and served as servants for the rich. They were destined for a life of labor and poverty. Wait, I thought Rome was supposed to be an advanced, equal society. Well, like most rich societies, those at the top benefited from the unequal divided class structure. While the political structure resembled democracy, it mainly was an oligarchy. That class structure stayed in place for hundreds of years. Why do you think that is?
Were they stupid?
Many of them were uneducated, but not stupid. They ran businesses, strategized in war, and kept society functioning in almost every way. Were they too busy to focus on anything else? Bingo! And here's where the gladiators come in. This is the Colosseum, a sporting arena from Roman times. Cool! Like Glad Ball? Yeah, if Glad Ball was bloodier and deadlier.
Awesome!
The Colosseum was the largest amphitheater built in ancient times, but was by no means unique to Rome. Romans built these all over their conquered empire from the Middle East to Europe. Like most intelligent species throughout the galaxy, Romans loved competition and spectacle. Many times a year, the Colosseum would open for sport and entertainment. It was free for all to attend, and people from both the patrician and plebeian classes came to watch the events unfold. But this was no Glad Ball. This was much, much worse. That's horrific! I love it! Who was that man? A slave, most likely. Most gladiators were slaves, though some were plebeians that willingly signed up. They wanted to escape poverty and bring glory to their families.
Yeah, no thanks. I think I'd rather be poor.
And gladiators had the best healthcare, ate well, and if they survived in battle, were basically treated like celebrities. Throughout the early days of the Roman Empire, rumors of class revolts were common. Meanwhile, the Roman Senate was made up of mostly patricians and a few rich plebeians. They were the ones who decided the laws and rules of the land, and they weren't willing to give up their positions of power. Dear senators, the time we have feared may soon be on the horizon.
Plague? Famine? We're out of wine?
Worse, the people are onto us.
How can this be?
The lower classes are getting restless. Those filthy plebs,
We should enslave them.
Now, we can't do that. We live in a democracy after all. Wink, wink. We need to distract them somehow. What about more work? That'll tire them out. That's just adding fuel to the fire, you idiot. If you think they're mad now, they'll really be up in arms if we add more work.
But we need a way to control them, keep them loyal to us. Those plebs can't know what we're actually doing behind the scenes, else we'll lose everything we worked for. Sure, we have the intelligence, the women, the good looks, but there are a lot more of them than there are of us.
Look, I fear no man, but those people, they scare me. We need to convince them that we're better off in charge. We need something to appease them. Bread? No thanks. Oh, you mean for them? Good thought, but not enough. We need entertainment. Fun and games that provide escape from their complicated lives and distract them from seeing the bigger picture.
So, bread and circuses?
Catchy, I like it. Bread and circuses. Public spectacles, horse races, historical reenactments, gladiator fights.
We already do those things.
We need more! I propose at least 77 days a year with public spectacles to truly keep the people at bay.
77 days a year? Man, I'd never have time for anything else.
Yeah, it'd be so hard to get stuff done with constant distraction. Good, this is perfect. We can attend the spectacles ourselves to ensure the people are enjoying themselves.
I consider this an absolute win. Do you really think they'll want to watch such bloodshed?
Not all will be bloodshed. We'll throw some family-friendly programs in there to make it a spectacle for all to see.
The Emperor could even have the power to spare the lives of those fighting.
Hell yeah! But wait, we can't be mingling with the citizens. The seats must be divided by classes.
Can we skip forward to the fighting? Don't skip forward. These dudes are like evil geniuses.
All right, I'll skip forward a bit. Emperor Augustus was long gone when they finished the Colosseum, but its use remained the same, and he had gotten his wish. Seats were separated between classes.
Augustus really knew what he was doing. Look at these idiots, watching men kill each other for fun while we are fed grapes from beautiful women. I think I'm going to up the number of days we hold these events. Half the year, I think, to really keep people's minds occupied. Will we have enough gladiators? Or wild animals? Just kill less of them. Or bring in more slaves. I don't care. Whatever keeps them distracted. Oh, and let them bet on who wins to keep them fighting amongst themselves. As long as they're not paying attention to our fuck-ups, we're fine. You mean like the plague we failed to stop and shh? Will you keep your voice down, man? It's only been a couple million deaths. Apologies, Lord Emperor. Now, who are you going to spare today?
The ugly one. Let the pretty ones die.
I can't have any competition for the ladies.
They really needed to distract them from a lot, huh? The emperors probably viewed it as a necessity to keep people loyal to the empire, but some also thought they were doing a service for the greater good, to keep the lower classes appeased. Yeah, you gotta stay entertained or else life gets boring.
Of course you think that. You're always on your phone.
I gotta stay informed with what's happening in the galaxy, dude. And watch cat videos. I love a good cat video. But it's not about life being boring. It's about having an outlet for your frustrations and emotions when not at work. Like Twitter.
Or Globall.
Is that what Globall is? A tool to distract us from bigger issues? We spend our weekends consumed by it. Look, while our leaders don't control it like they did in Roman times, they still benefit from our distraction. But yeah, it's not state-sponsored and it is generally harmless. I mean, I'm a Martian season ticket holder.
Yeah, it's not about the activities we do, it's just ensuring we don't let them consume us, you know? Finding that balance between sports, social media, and staying informed.
Well, duh. That's why I constantly read the news online. But with constant news, isn't that a form of distraction too?
I don't know.
I mean, being overloaded with news makes it kinda hard to focus on the good things. We just get enraged for a day or two before we find the next big thing to argue about online. Having something fun to focus on can be a good thing too. Huh, I've never thought about it like that. So, distractions aren't all that bad?
And not when intentional and in small doses.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there are a few things we can learn from the Romans after all, huh? So, guide, what's next?
So cute.
Sorry, what? Enough TV for today. I think I'll just relax for the rest of the night. Good night, Confucius.